Oh, right. Yeah, this is another one from Alfie. I think I actually jumped ahead. I think this was his request before the request we done from Alfie last. Um, but Queen Medley, A Night at Hammersmith Odeon. Yeah, I did see one of the tunes they're going to play is Killer Queen, but I didn't actually really want to know that, like, do you know what I mean, where it's going to go. So, but I did see one and I was like, oh shit, I don't want to see that. But yeah, so I know Killer Queen's in it, but other than that, yeah. But yeah, let's go.
From a number called Bohemian Rhapsody. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters. Too late, my time has come, sent shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die. Sometimes wish I'd never been born at all.
Yeah.
She keeps them away stronger in a pretty cabinet. Let them eat cake, she says, just like Marie Antoinette. Building a remedy, Khrushchev and Kennedy at any time. Invitation you can't decline. Caviar, cigarettes, well versed in etiquette. Extraordinarily nice, she's a killer queen. Gunpowder, gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam. Guaranteed to blow your mind. Recommended at the price, insatiable and appetite. Wanna try? To avoid complications, she never kept the same address. In conversation, she spoke just like a baroness. Middleman from China went down to Geisha Minor. Then again, incidentally, did that way inclined. Perfume came naturally from Paris, cause she couldn't care less. Prestigious resides, she's a killer queen. Gunpowder, gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam. Guaranteed to blow your mind. Recommended at the price, insatiable and appetite. Wanna try?
That was class. That was what watching perfection looks like. The, I mean, Bohemian Rhapsody as well. Each part of that could be its own. So I've probably said that before, but there's such, and the writing in Bohemian Rhapsody where it's telling you a story basically in it, like you picture the story, but there's the uh I sometimes wish I never been born at all. Like that's such a, I think at some point in everybody's life they have that feeling for whatever reason, and it's so like, and even though it's within us, just great like that by itself. But then the key change, the key, in fact, that was so smooth. I want to hear it again.
Too late, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth.
Like that's there. That's what I mean. It's a story, and the story in itself is great. But them words there, like he literally just described death. Let's go back. Like that's such a,
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama,
and that in that moment, like that bit there sounds like someone who like is goodbye everybody. You're gonna leave everybody. I've got to leave you all behind and face the truth. The truth of life is death. And in that moment, mama, that you return back to that, and people do, you hear that all the time, that people cry for their mums. Grown men cry for their mums before they die. It's like such a common thing. It's like that bit there, he perfectly captures like that. And it's, but I only went back for the transition, to be fair.
I don't wanna die. Sometimes wish I'd never been born at
Oh, that was so smooth. One more time.
She keeps them away stronger in a pretty cabinet. Let them eat cake, she says, just like Marie Antoinette.
Before we start listening, but even that boom, 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 that he runs in the background of that there. Yeah, and also I've got to say that Brian, I not like Brian says it himself, like that. Yeah, he always wanted his solos to just kind of continue the story, basically. But it does. Like when his solo comes in, it just fits everything, and yeah, he's perfectly nailed that ability. But that was class. But yeah, that whole bit there in Bohemian Rhapsody. Goodbye, everybody. I got to go. Got to leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, life has just begun. I don't want to die, but I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. Carry on, carry on. Everything in that is death, even down to the bit like the carry on, how life will carry on when you're gone. Like it's, yeah, isn't it a Johnny Depp thing? Didn't Johnny Depp say that? hours after you've been put in the ground, after your funeral, people will start ordering drinks at the bar at your wake, trying to get tables, talking amongst themselves, and then after they're gonna go home with their families, put their kids to bed, get up in the morning, go to work, carry on, and within just brief moments, people will move on. So why worry so much about what people think of you? Because the people that you're worrying so much about what they think, once you die, they're not going to think of you at all. It's irrelevant. Yeah, that whole bit is just such beautiful lyrics, beautiful, and just captures it so perfectly. Life has just begun. There's something in there as well. Like there's something my dad always used to say that it always baffled him, like because he'd sit in the pub when he was younger with older people, and he's like, they have all this wisdom, old people. They've lived a life and they have this experience, but for what? For what? So like you actually get to an age where you kind of start to work things out, and then you die. So life has just begun, and I don't want to die, but I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. Ah, it's just beautiful. Carry on, carry on. It's just, yeah, yeah. I mean, this went really morbid, but them lyrics are like, and I think because people as well, like that is such a big song that you don't see the wood through the trees of how actually insanely well written that is, and how it captures it. That is timeless because at any point in time, a human can relate to that thing. Yeah, masterful. But the whole performance going into that, and then into that's another thing as well. March of the Black Queen. That's a Queen song I forgot. Definitely going back and doing like the performances again and doing singles because, like I say, we've done nearly done the whole albums, but it was like over the space of years, and like some tracks, like March of the Black Queen, is actually a banger. This is the merch. Yeah, that's a great tune, and I forgot all about that Queen song. Yeah, yeah, this was great. But yeah, Alfie, definitely keep these like either live performances or stick with the. I like the live performances to be fair, but like I say, we could go back and do the whole albums again, but just one at a time, song by song, really, because there's definitely going to be most of them I can't remember, or ones I've do remember but just forgot, like March of the Black Queen. But and then coming back into, yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody, absolute fire. Yeah, this was class. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.